Hi, my name is Pradeep. In this video, I am going to explain you what are the different business process in S4 HANA, S4 HANA Finance specifically. This is not like we are going to see any new business process, how it is simplified in S4 HANA Finance, or what are the changes available here compared to your ECC or the previous one, SAP ERP. So like you will find here some new features are available here, or some like reconciliation activities or any old features are not available or it is not required. What about the course content I have, and how this program is going to help you. So stay tuned. In this video we are going to see in detail all these features. If we'll see, if I will divide my course content, already I shared the course content, the detailed course content. I'm sure you have seen this one. Let's say this is the calendar we are going to follow. So I already shared the calendar, otherwise I will share it once again today. So if you'll see this calendar, the first one, the first segment, you can see this part. The first segment is this is just understanding the new system, or to get the idea how this current system is different from the old system, which one right now currently you are working. Maybe you are working on 4.7 version, or maybe you are working on even EHP 7. This is the just before the Simple Finance or the before HANA platform, but still you will find some changes are there in every aspect or in every functionalities. Yeah, do you have any question? So I got all your questions, like different, as I said, some participants are there. They are from the technical side, maybe someone from functional side, but involved in other areas. Maybe someone currently working mostly on FI, someone working on mostly on CO, or maybe some people, they are not good in the controlling side, specifically broadcasting or let's say profitability analysis. And we will, is there any importance is there? We should know these things or not, and how it is different from the S4 HANA point of view. So I'm going to give you the scenarios, and we will see. And all, I think all your answers, you will get the answer, but let me complete, then you will get this one. So if you'll see this, now let me come to this this syllabus. If you'll see this one, okay, so here you can see it is first part is the understanding about the new system, how this new system is different from your existing system from the ECC point of view, how the HANA came into the picture. It's not like in overnight we got this finished product, right? That's on HANA platform, the functional module we got. It's not like that. The journey started from the 2011. Gradually, lot of evolutions was there in deployment. Also, we have different options are there. So gradually, in phase by phase, we have lot of changes was there. Okay, and still it is continuously. It's going on also. So some hours, like 6-7 hours, we will spent to understand this new system, because it is new to all. It is new for me, it is new for you, because we all are here the functional consultant, and this new system is new to all. So we will try as much as possible, we will involve here not only the functional point of view, also we will understand the technical part. Because if I will say FICO, it's functional module, but when we will come to the S4 HANA specifically, it is not functional module, it is the techno functional module. And when you are going to participate in your project in future, or right now if you are involved in the project also, you can see here there are a lot of your involvement in the technical side also, right? So that time, if your customer is asking the question about the technical stuff, that time you can't say no, I am the functional consultant, I'm not going to address these things. Okay, so yeah, any question you have or what? I request you just park your question, let me complete it so that you can ask your question, because I'm not getting any voice from your end, just you are sending the text message. You can't hear me? Okay, so that's why first couple of hours we are going to spend to understand the new system, to get the idea about the new system. Then the next phase of the syllabus course content, if you'll see, this is the migration. If I will start talking about from the migration point of view, maybe you will not get the idea. Migration is very important, and it is also required to understand each point. Whatever the you can see steps are there, or these are in every step we have involvements are there as a functional consultant, and we should know all these things. But if I will start talking about the migration part from the beginning, then it will be very difficult to understand the things from the training point of view. So that's why if we'll see what is migration. Okay, so I'm just this is my existing system. This is our existing system. Here we are using a different database, any database you are using here. This one is our application layer, and this is your front end where you are using the traditional GUI. So this is your client, you are connecting to the system, and as an user you are working in this area. Now we have to understand how this new system is different from the old system. And if I will see at what area the changes are there, in every area the changes are there. So that means first of all there is changes in the database. When SAP introduced this HANA database, they said this will be database, but before database they introduced this one something BWA. Maybe we will see this one in the second part of today's discussion. So first BWA introduced, after that it refined, and we got the database. So they said this will be a database. After that we got here something, it's appliance, it's not the database, because in market so many databases are there. So what is the special about this particular database? So they said no, this is not the database, this is the HANA appliance. Then later they said no, this is not the appliance, this is the one platform we are going to give you, and here you are going to work everything. So that's why it's not database, it's not appliance, it's platform. So when we will come to the deployment part, we will see here different options are there when you are going to do the migration. So whether it is only migration, or it is only migration with conversion, or you are going for a deployment option with central finance option. So that's why like in every stage you will find the changes. So for the time being, let's take this as okay, fine. So this one is your HANA database. Let's make it simple. This is HANA database, and we are going to use this one, or we are going to change this one. So when we are saying that from any database we are going to use this HANA database, it's not like just we are going to change the database. We have certain processes are there. So that's why let me open one more paint here. So when you are going to work on the project side so there are different phases are there. Okay, so right now when we are working on this current project, like your asset methodology you are following, so you have phases are there. Similarly here also we are going to follow the activate methodology, and we have the phases are there. So the first phase is your preparation phase. Who is going to handle this one? Is it only for the functional consultant? As a functional consultant we are going to handle this pre-preparation, or the preparation phase is for all the consultants. That means as a BAPR we have some work, as a functional consultant we have some work, and as a basis also we have some work. What are the things we are going to do? We will see. As a functional consultant, more responsibility on us, because we have to make the system ready for the migration. Also we have to, like as a technical consultant also, we have something like a BAPR point of view. You are involved in this different creating the tables, CDS view tables and all, and also as a basis point of view you have some work. So in this page we are going to see what are the things involved, or what are the responsibility as a technical consultant and as a functional consultant. No one is expecting that you are going to write the program or you are going to change the table. So but at least you should have the complete idea about the process. Once it is done, after successful this preparation phase, then next will be the installation phase. Yeah, so this is your installation phase. Why this installation is required? Again, I will go to the previous page. So we change the database, that we are saying that it is migration. So here you are going to apply the DMO, and you are going to change the database, but before that it must be Unicode system. If it is not Unicode, then you are going to do this. So all these things we are going to see. So this is your migration. Not only we are going to change the database, we are also going to change the application also. We are not going to change the application. In fact, it is the upgradation, we can say. So previously we have here anything. Maybe you will find here ECC 4.7, or you are working on ECC, your customer is working on ECC 6, maybe HP 5, 6, whatever, or even 7 also. Or maybe somewhere you will find that is the previous version, Simple Finance is there, 1503 or 1506 is there. So from there you are going to convert into S4 HANA. I'm not saying finance, S4 HANA, enterprise management or business suite. So the old application should be upgraded with the new one. So how it will be upgraded, how the sum tool will be applied, all these things we will see. This one we are saying that conversion. Yeah, so this is your conversion phase, and that's why we have to do the installation. So in installation, actually we don't have any role. It will be one automatic process basis will do this, but in this phase there will be a couple of tables will be automatically created. Those are known as your backup tables. So backup tables are different from your CDS tables, and in this due to this backup table, because I have seen like practically in this phase users, they will post some transactions, and this leads lot of errors when you are going to do the data migration. So we have to make sure that certain things should be implemented, and there should be, if any error is there due in your inconsistency check, those things must be addressed and we need to resolve it. So that's why it is also equally important for us also. So once it is done, then the next one is complete our responsibility, that is your customizing phase. Now this one is really challenging for me, because when we are saying that it is customizing, I supposed to do only the delta configuration. Okay, only the difference delta configuration we are going to do. Let's take from the project point of view. We don't know at our customer at what stage. Let's say, I will give one example. Let's say our customer is on 4.7. They are working on classic GL. They are working on classic asset accounting, and they're supposed to move to the S4 HANA 1809. Another customer, they are working on new GL, classic asset accounting, and they're supposed to move to the new S4 HANA, where new GL is mandatory and new asset accounting is mandatory. So all the new business functions must be implemented. So that's why we can't say what are the configurations are required or what are the delta configuration is required. From training point of view, again, I can't say how much configuration we have to do so that all can be equally participant. For example, let's say someone is completely new to the non-leading ledger or the new GL. If I will only start talking about the additional features from the GL point of view, so you know what is the leading ledger, what is the non-leading ledger, and as per point of view, we supposed to do only the simulation ledger. Sorry, extension ledger. So any extension ledger, we can see extension ledger, simulation ledger, and prediction ledger. But if I will skip the non-reading part or multiple accounting principle part, so maybe that participant will face the problem to understanding to understand new things. Why we have to understand why this extension ledger came into the picture. What was the issue with the non-reading ledger? Can we completely drop the non-reading ledger? Only we can dependent on the extension ledger. Extension ledger, it's just the we can reduce the use of non-leading ledger. It is never the replacement of your non-leading ledger. So all the standard ledgers like your leading and non-leading ledgers are required, plus we need the extension ledger also. So that's why when we will see the customization part, we will do the end-to-end configuration, right? If we will not do the end-to-end configuration, then some business functionalities I can't show you. If I will start talking about theoretically, maybe it will okay, but it will work. But if system point of view, if we will see, then all the configuration must be there. Just let me log into the system, and quickly I will take into the my previous batch, and we will see what type of configurations are required. That's why I told you maybe you will get all your answers by the end of my presentation. So let me log into the system. So first phase, preparation. Next one, installation. Then Customization. So customization means here SAP is saying that you're supposed to do only the delta configuration. What are the additional configurations are required due to the upgradation of the application? I'm going to the organization structure. So here you can see I have the company code is there, controlling area is there, operating concern is also there, profitability analysis point of view, COPA point of view, then logistic point of view, plant is there, warehouse is there, shipping point is there, purchase organization is there, and sales organization is there, sales office is there. So everything is there. The purpose why I have involved here, because we have to see the end-to-end process, whether it is R2R, whether it is P2P or order to cash, or it is a calculation of your standard cost or your actual cost. So everything is there. So because why it is there, for in every phase you will find some changes. As you know, or in future you will know, everything is now part of GL. Earlier, GL was very restricted. Only few activities are there GL, or we used to do the reconciliation. In S4, everything is part of GL. So when we are saying that it is GL, it's universal journal. Whatever the transaction coming to our mind, from the finance point of view, everything is part of your universal journal and everything is GL. So when you are going to process anything, let's say you are processing the goods issue, which is part of your logistic, and we have integration in the finance. So when you are going to process the material consumption or goods issue, whether you are processing this one without production order or with production order. If it is with production order, changes are there. Without production order, changes are there. So that's why in every phase we will find the changes, and we will, if we will not do the configurations, maybe we will not get the idea how it is simplified or what are the things are there. SAP is saying that you are not going to do any type of reconciliation or very negligible reconciliation activities, because this particular table or this particular concept what we developed, principle of one or in universal journal, everything will be part of this. Similarly, from the logistic point of view, one single table is there. So in finance, one single table is there, AC docket, and in the logistic mat docket. Now what I'm trying to say here, whatever the activities we are going to do, everything should be part of your universal journal, and everything we have to map in the system so that practically we can see here. Let me show you one transaction. Just randomly I'm showing one transaction. Material consumption, or let's say production receipt. Okay, so we know the production receipt, we manufacture the goods, and we are receiving back the stock from production to warehouse. We will see two transactions. One is without production order and with one is with production order. And whatever the data I'm showing, these are the real configurations, just my previous batch configuration data. So I'm just going to take the one transaction. Couple of transactions are there on different date these transactions were posted. Let me take one transaction, this one. So we know whenever there will be any production receipt will be processed from the logistic, and we will get the accounting entries, and this one is processed without order. So let's verify this one. So this is my accounting transaction, and we can see this one. Original document is my Sorry, taking some time. It was upgraded yesterday. So here you can see the order is blank. So this one we processed, and here this one is processed. This is the production receipt, and I processed this one in the logistic point of view, or in the system we processed, and with reference to this, this accounting document is posted. This is my original document. Now see here, how many documents are expected? Materializer is also activated. If you'll try this one in your AC system, you will find one accounting document, one separate document for materializer. You just ignore the order because I'm saying this one was processed without production order. So that's why there is nothing is there related to controlling point of view, only materializer is there. If you check the same step in the ECC, you will find one accounting document, right? And we will find one separate document for the materializer point of view. But you can see here only one document is there, and this one is one technical document is generated. Why this technical document generated? What is the concept? This is the cryptic document concept. Once we will start the topic, we will see. But you can see only one document is there, and this document you will find that particular table, universal journal. Now let's see this one. So this one is processed without production order. Okay, and just randomly to check the integration part, I added some cost in my material master and I processed this one without production order. So this one is answer to your question whether we have to do the integration or not. If we will not do this integration, then we can't see this one. My purpose is not to show you the integration. Of course we have to do it. My purpose is just to see in every aspect there should not be multiple document will be there, because repeatedly I'm saying we are going to see here no reconciliation and everything should be part of your universal journal or the single table. So that's why we will see here whenever the transactions we are posting directly in the FI system, or if it is posted, or that if the data is flowing from other module, like in this case we are not posted the transaction in the finance, we posted the transaction or we did some activity in the logistic, but we got this document. So that is the concept of integration. So here we can see with reference to this source document, I can see the accounting document is there, but in the accounting point of view, instead of multiple document, I can see here only one document. This is the delta things from the configuration point of view. So we have to do the configuration, and training point of view, of course we have to do the other configurations also, otherwise we can't see this one. Let me show you one more document, same production receipt only I'm showing. Let me take this one. This is one document. Okay, so there is one accounting entry is there, something. So this document is, this is outflow G with reference to here. Yeah, you can see here. This is order is there. That means till this time cost is calculated, and with reference to the production order, this logistic document is posted, right? So that means not only the standard costing, we have to also go for the actual costing also. Okay, before there must be some in document should be there. Let's see this document. This is the revaluation of stock. Okay, I did the revaluation of stock, so that's why this accounting entry is there. So that means here we are going to calculate two costs. One is your standard cost. I don't remember what is the material. 1 second, let me check the plant. $353. Okay. It's a multi-level cost of production we did. So the material is 353, and we did a cost calculation. $353 . Fine, so you can see this is the cost we did or cost we have calculated for this. And as you know, when we are going for the cost calculation, you must have the complete configuration should be there, the complete PP settings must be there, right? So then only we can do the with quantity structure. So here we will do the scenario cost with quantity structure calculation. So all your bill of materials, then work centers, all this configuration must be there, then only we can calculate the cost. So here you can see the cost is calculated. This is my plant cost, and on that basis we are going to perform certain transactions. You can see this one. If I will take the account outbound delivery, or here I can include this one. So this is my COGS account, and if you'll see this one, outbound delivery. So with reference to your logistic activity, this is my original activity, that is outbound delivery, goods issue. So this one may be without, on the basis of standard cost. You can see here what is the cost here. So order is missing, that means on the basis of standard cost we did this one. With reference to this, again accounting document is involved. Now you can see here how many documents are there. Only one document. Controlling document blank, I mean technical document, cryptic document, material ledger also cryptic document. You take any transaction, you will find only one document is there, that is the accounting document you will find. And if you check the accounting entry, the same accounting traditional entry, your cost is going to debit and your stock is going to credit. So what is the cost here? 29,840. From where I got this cost? This one. Maybe here 2 units are there, so that's why it is delivery of how many quantity? Yeah, 2. So delivery of 2 quantities. So per unit cost we calculated here, it is 14,920, and due to this one is updated. Okay, and here the accounting entry is posted, and with this accounting entry no other documents are there, no material ledger update. But like if you'll see this particular, you will find the functionalities. For example, if I will go to the material ledger, the material ledger analysis part, you will get it. So all functionalities will work, but your MLIT table will not update, your separate document is not there. So everything is part of your one document. So that's why we are not saying it is S4 HANA Finance and controlling, something like that. We are not saying. We are saying that it is S4 HANA Finance. So all your business functionalities are part of this. Right, so you can see your material ledger is updated, this part is updated, but no separate document, no separate table. And this, all these documents you will find in the single table. I will go to there. Right, so on the basis of your cost calculation, standard cost calculation, we are going to perform these particular transactions, and it is highly required we have to do the cost calculation, that is the planned cost calculation. That is the purpose of showing this particular transaction. Now let me take one more document here. We will not stop only our configuration at standard cost or planned cost. We have to also do the actual costing. So I just added one more account. Let's check it. Change in stock. This is one accounting entry. On the basis of your order is missing. Order is missing. So that means on the basis of standard cost. This is one more accounting entry. Here order is there. So that means we have to create the production order. With reference to the production order, we have to calculate the actual cost. Let's see this order also. Order number 1000158, 1000158. So the configuration I did, this is my finished product, which includes two semi-finished product, because if you go to this cost calculation, you can see here. Okay, so I prepared the bill of material accordingly. So this includes two semi-finished product and the final finished product. So that's why when I created the bill of this production order, automatically two sub-production orders also generated. So this is the production order right now we are discussing. So if you'll see here, if you are involved in this ACC, maybe you will get this idea, but if you're not getting this, just ignore, just try to get my point, which is what I'm saying. We have to do all the configuration in single line. Otherwise, we can't see the new things here, how it is simplified, what SAP is claiming. So this is on the basis of your actual cost. So as it's processed, so that's why you can see some differences there. So definitely your actual cost differ from your planned cost, and variance will be there, and that variance we need to settle. So whatever the business functions earlier it was there, now all the business functions it will be as it is. We are not going to change any business functions. So all business functions will be there, but maybe you will find some addition to this or some deletion to this. That means earlier when you are doing the configuration, maybe some configurations are simplified or some addition configurations will be there. For example, when earlier you are working on three currencies. You will find the company code currency, group currency, if required, index currency or hard currency is required. Now you are going to work on 13 currencies, 10 plus 3, 13 currencies, or in universal journal point of view, you are going to have 10 currency plus BSEC point of view, 3 currencies. So that's why I told you there are some configurations will be insert or some configuration will be delete. So in this part, in customization part, we have to see our customer at what stage and how much configurations we have to do in the new system after the upgradation. And training point of view, I don't have any choice. We have to do all the configurations, right? But some configurations maybe I will do it at this in session. Some configuration I will share the video, because again it will be too lengthy. If I will add all the configuration, it will be too lengthy. But from the business process point of view, each and everything I have to include in my company code. Otherwise, I can't show you the function. So that is why if you'll see the calendar, each and everything is there. Okay. And as for me, there are certain configurations which are very, very important. For example, the costing part, because here SAP is saying that there is nothing called controlling management accounting, as they have involved everything as part of your universal journal. Maybe it is surprise to you, but it is true. If I will go to this one, this is where you are doing the configuration, and I'm saying that it is migration project. We supposed to do the migration from old system ECC to S4. Okay, so here you can see different activities are there from the migration point of view. Let's explore the controlling. How many activities are there in the controlling point of view when we are going to do the delta configuration? Because here you are going to handle the delta configuration. Few steps are there. It's just only to create one account based COPA and to activate. That's it. What about the other configuration? Other configuration will be adjusted with your universal journal or part of your GL. So that's why I told you GL is further extended. That means GL is not restricted only with just creating chart of account, posting some transactions. No, GL everything. That means I can say now my general ledger part or the GL concept is extended like this. As general ledger, what exactly we are going to do? Right? So I will not say here this is general ledger, rather I will say this one is universal journal. And the table is AC doc A. This is the new table. So there is no use of all your old tables, no open item, no cleared items tables, no like your GL open item separate, cleared item separate, your customer open item separate, vendor open item separate. There is no total table, no Faggle Flex, no Faggle Flexa, no your aggregate table. So why these tables are removed? What are the tables removed? We will see. What is the logic behind it? So all we will see. For the time being, you just take it. Only one table is there. That is your SCDOK. Even there is no controlling table. There is no COEP, there is no COSS, there is no COSP. So that means there is no primary and secondary cost element line items also. So everything will be part of this universal journal, right? So GL includes everything. That means your normal GL. So that means this includes your leading ledger, your non-leading ledger, your multiple accounting principles, or parallel accounting we can say, extension ledger. This is something new here, or earlier we used to say appendix ledger, now it is extension ledger. This includes your business partner, okay, or I can say AR and AP. Because earlier you are doing the reconciliation, you are doing the reconciliation of your GL with sub GL. Now it is not required. So the ARAP is also part of your universal journal. There will be no separate BSID or BSIK table. This will be also part of your universal journal. This includes your complete overhead management. Yeah, this includes the complete integration with your logistic. That means I can say simply GRIR is also part of universal journal. Yes. This includes your cost calculation, both your standard cost. Just now we have seen the transactions also. It was there in the GL. Only one document was there, standard cost and actual cost. This includes material ledger. Earlier material ledger was choice, now it is mandatory. So that's why we have seen just now, for material ledger no separate table was there. It is also with the accounting document. So now if we will see that particular table, this is the table, actual document, okay, accounting document actual, and just I will take the company code. So in this particular table, you can see all the transactions are there. So I can see here coin is there. That means controlling is also part of this. COP is also part of this. All your controlling month-end activities, all your allocation process, anything, maybe it is distribution or assessment, order settlement, anything. This is also part of this. Let me scroll it slowly. Throughout the program, every day we are going to touch this particular table, because whatever the transaction, whatever the business process I will take, everything will be part of universal journal. Okay, so all the documents, just now whatever document we have seen here in our you check any document with reference to direct posting or through the integrated one, you will find all your transactions are part of this universal journal. Let it be there, get loaded. I will come to this one. What about asset accounting? Now, new asset accounting. Here also you will find lot of changes, new asset accounting. Whether it is part of universal journal or not, again it is debatable. SAP is saying that it is also part of universal journal because all your asset related transactions will be part of your universal journal except your plant table. So here you will find before depreciation posting, you will find the depreciation values and a new table is there. And once you will execute the depreciation, it will be part of your universal journal. So from asset accounting point of view, your acquisition, retirement, your asset under construction, depreciation calculation, everything is part of universal journal. But some people, they argue no, new asset accounting is alone here. That means it is not part of universal journal, but all your transactions are part of universal journal. Okay. Now what about the controlling? Controlling is only part, that is your account based COPA. Account based COPA. And one more feature is there, that is COGS splitting. COG splitting. So let's any question up to this? Let me just unmute. Any question, please raise your hand. Migration is the main target. Only for the migration we have to do all these things. So migration definitely we have to do. Okay, so at this stage customization is done. Yeah, some raise option is there. Who raise? And I'm not getting the alert. Okay, so far we discussed, that means we are going to do the delta configuration. So delta configuration point of view, it is, I don't know how much delta configurations we have to do when you are going to do the migration project. Depends on requirement, you are going to do the delta configuration. And that is the reason in my syllabus I have included both greenfield and as well as brownfield. So if you'll see the course content, I supposed to stop my content at this level, because with this my migration part done. But parallelly also we will take the new company code. Just now I have seen, so just now we have seen this one company code, and each and everything we are going to do the configuration. Plus once we will complete this configuration, then automatically your delta configuration part will be over, because whatever the configuration is there at this level, this is only the delta configuration. That means only additional configurations you are going to add at this level, only the additional configuration. So we are going to do the configuration from here. We will take the new company code and we will do the configuration. Some configurations are important that we will do in detail. Some configuration maybe you can manage your own. So those configurations I will do at my end. But if someone is asking, someone is looking for that, I will share the video. And once we will do all the configurations, so in every point we have to test it. Just now we have seen, like we are going to add the ledgers, all the ledgers. Like for example, in this company code, if you'll see how many ledgers we have activated. So this TY03, let's say. So with this company code, you can see multiple ledgers are activated. Some are leading ledger, some are non-leading ledger, and one is your extension ledger. I know this is one extension ledger. So here we are going to add multiple ledgers, and we are going to see each and every functionalities practically, not theoretically, practically. So topic point of view, what are the important topics? Entire the process that is important, like when we are saying that we will see the changes related to the every transaction. For example, as I told, if we supposed to see what is the cost impact, cost calculation point of view, maybe there is no changes, but when you are going to process the goods issue, material consumption or production receipt, until unless we have the cost, standard cost or actual cost, we can't see the impact. I will like previously, let's say when we are processing the transaction, we have a separate COPA document was there, but now there is no COPA document. If we will see, you will see all your line items having the, in the profitability analysis point of view, you will see there is no COPA document. Let me show you. Sorry. Why it is slow today? So I am selecting here account based COPA. So let me log in. Different controlling area is there. Now your account-based COPA includes everything. This includes all your logistic activities. That means when you are processing the sales order, it will update in your account-based COPA. When you are going to do the outbound delivery, earlier we don't have the update with reference to outbound delivery in COPA, but now we will have. Okay, so now when you are going to the billing document, sales invoice, that is going to update in the account-based COPA. When you are going to do the month-end settlements related to controlling, whether it is a cost center settlement or order settlement, that is also part of your account-based COPA. So here you can see all the different documents, different line items are there. But except this document, nowhere you can see any document is generated for the COPA. So profitability analysis point of view, this is also again part of, you can see here, for every document your characteristics is updated. Your characteristics is updated, customer and product, I have taken my characteristics, it's updated, but nowhere a separate document is there. But in one line a document is there, because sometimes you will find the controlling documents, original controlling document also. Again, this is when the data will flow CO to FI, it will there, because in ECC you are flowing the data from FI to CO. That means you are posting the transaction in FI in existing ECC. Okay, let me adjust it here. So in ECC right now, when you are posting the transaction in FI, and here you have added the cost object. You will find two documents. One is your FI document and one is your CO document. With this, your table of updated BSEC. With this, it will update with COEP. This is how currently we are working. Then in end, we are doing the month-end settlements. So when we are doing the month-end settlement, it is updated with only controlling. Maybe you are using primary cost element or secondary cost element. So it is updated with COSP or COSS. It is only updated in the CO. All month-end activities are only restricted with the controlling. It is not updated in the FI. So that's why we have to do the FICO integration, or sorry, FICO reconciliation we have to do. Now the new process is, when you are going to do the month-end activities in controlling, the data will flow from CO to FI. In this case, it is in the EC system. If you will do this in the S4 system, you posted the transaction, it's only one document is updated, that is for accounting. CO, no document. Okay, no document. Let's take one example and we'll see. So just now we have seen, anything we are going to do, everything is part of your account based COPA, and this one, like COPA also, no separate document. Every time I'm saying there is no separate document means no reconciliation. So all your month-end activities now it's simplified. I'm just randomly showing some important features which we are going to start from the scratch. So I will take here a document. Let me take one document. This is one document. No, this one I will not take here. This one we'll take. So here you can see, this is one document. Cost center is there, cost object is there. If you'll check this document in the ECC, you will find FI document separate, CO document is separate, but here you will find only one document. Only one document for controlling. Again, cryptic document is there, not the original document. Let's find out this document in the universal journal. There is no change in the KSB1 report, cost center report. You are going to get as usual. Document number 10003. So that means I can say for the business transaction coin, we have not created any number range, and still we are able to post the transaction, because in ECC, when you are posting the transaction, your BSEG is updated with all line items including offsetting entries, and your CO is only updated with the cost object line items. But here I can see everything is there in the universal journal, including the coin business transaction. This is the first document we posted, and here only one document is generated, FI document. Now we are going to do the month-end activities. Let's see this cost center first, 2000 cost center. Just ignore these entries. Okay, ignore these entries. You just check this coin entry. So we posted this document on 6th August, and this is my source document was posted. This is my source document 10003. Then in month end, we settled this cost because we have to transfer this cost as part of your allocation, cost allocation. We're supposed to transfer this cost to production cost centers. So by applying here the secondary cost element, this is the secondary cost element, and business transaction used here for assessment RKIU, I transferred this cost to production cost center. So you will find this cost in my production cost center, where later I calculated my cost of production. So let me take here the 1002. So the corresponding plus entries you will find here. So minus entry 411, it is there in the INR currency. Okay, so 41161080411, yeah, this one here. So you can see corresponding plus entries here and the minus entries here, right? So again 205805, you will find this one also here. So we transfer the cost. Up to this there is no change. This business process we used to follow in the ACC. When you are going to do the month end, as for your cost center report, this is 0. This particular cost center is 0 because we transferred all cost to the production cost center. So all cost transferred to this one, and we are going to do the cost calculation. But it has no impact in the FI, in ECC. But now you will see, with reference to this particular business activity, business transaction, this month end, one FI document is going to generate, and it is just replication of your CO document. In previous document we have seen there is no FI, no CO document. So it's only FI document is generated, and for controlling it's cryptic document, one technical document. But in this particular transaction, when we are doing the month-end settlements, you can see the 31st August, the month-end activities. Here you can see original document is CO. With reference to CO, there will be one FI document. So that's why if you'll see the month-end activity, the data is going to flow from CO to FI. In ECC, it is always from FI to CO. But in S4, it is FI to CO and back CO to FI if it is required. And when you will be, that data will flow from CO to FI, you will find for controlling actual document. In this case, controlling document will be actual because that is the source document. Okay, so I don't know what is the document number. Let's find out. First, let's see what is this document. This is the document number 1005. This is case B5. So with reference to this 1005, we will get one FI document. Okay, so let's see. This is the CO document. There is a new document type introduced, controlling CO document. Yes, is and definitely it must be generated in the month end because the source document is month end only. So this document is the controlling activities we did in 31st August. So this document must be in controlling either this one or this one. Yeah, this one. So this is the document number generated, and if you'll see this one, what is the original document? Original document is your 1005. So with reference to the controlling document, you can see here the FI document is generated, and this is the document, and we have some specific characters for this document. Normally when you will post the document, you will find entry view, GL view, but for this document there will be no entry view, only the GL view. And this is a new document with reference to controlling activity. With reference to the controlling, this FI document is generated. In this case, your universal journal is updated. Let's add this document in the table. This was the previous document when we posted the transaction. Now I am going to add this document 70001. Other documents are added. When we posted the direct posting, that time what was your reference document? FI document, so no CO document. But when this document is generated, it is CO to FI. Here the direction is FI to CO. Here it is CO to FI. So this is a new concept. Original document is CO 1005. With reference to this, FI document is generated. And now we can say FICO is balanced, so no reconciliation is required. And this one applicable on all your overheads. That means when you are going to do all the distributions, all the month end allocations, if you are going to do that is why that time in the profitability analysis, that document having the original document was there. Maybe I did the some settlements to that, so that's why it was there. Okay, so this is also one of the important feature. Now, COGS point of view, also one important feature is there, that is COGS splitting. COGS splitting is what? When you are doing the outbound delivery, that time, let's say we have calculated the cost. I think I closed that one. Let me open it once again. Right, so we calculated this cost. Now if we are going to do the outbound delivery, I am expecting the cost should be updated in my GL report. This is how it must be updated in my GL report. It must be updated in my COPA report, plus it must be updated in my GL report. So that means my cost estimate equal to my COGS report, outbound delivery, that means in GL, plus in COPA. If you will not configure the COGS splitting, or which is not there in the ECC, you will find only the entire COGS amount will update. But once you will configure the COGS splitting, after that, if you are going to do the outbound delivery, you will find the same impact in all the documents, in all the three segments. That means your cost estimate equivalent with your GL report, equivalent with your COPA. So this is the cost estimate. Let's find out this one in the COPA. First, let me check the GL. Here you can see some documents previously it was posted without splitting. Before doing the configuration, we will take this document. You check here. So 14,920.07 debited as usual, general concept. The document is 49007. So COGS account debited, FG stock is credited. In this accounting entry, nothing new. With reference to outbound delivery. This is your outbound delivery. With reference to the outbound delivery, this accounting document is generated. Now let's see how many accounting documents are generated here. Ignore other documents. We are not looking this at this stage. All are cryptic documents, but you can see here two accounting documents are generated. So 49007, this is the document where COGS account is debited. If we will take this accounting document, COGS which was debited earlier, this one is going to be credited and individual cost components are going to be updated as or debit entry. Now if in my report, if I will add these are accounts, so if I will add 1023 to 29 up to 29, then we'll see the impact. 1023, 1024, 1025, 1026, 1027, 1028, 1029. Okay, so you can see COGS account was debited, then it credited 49008 and the corresponding debit entries 14,200 as your material cost, 14,200 your material cost in the cost estimate. Some machine cost is recorded with 5.46, 5.46. So exactly how we calculated the cost, same is there in my GL report. Not only the GL report, let's check the COPA. For this, account-based COPA must be configured. You check this accounting entry. 14,920 debit, immediately it's credited. And individual components are also updated. 14,200, 5.46, 2.94, 1.222 like this. So this is also another important feature and we are going to configure and we are going to see. Right now I'm just showing the front end part, the back end configurations we have to do here, and just I'm highlighting the important features. So this is one important area. Similarly, asset point of view, in every step you are going to find the changes, like there is no delta depreciation, there is no ASKB is there, that means APC this adjustment is not there. ABST2 is also not there because we have something technical clearing account we are going to use here. Better I will show you one asset transaction so that you can get the idea. Normally when ACC you are going to post the transaction, in this area you will find the document type as KR. That means your operation documents are there, not the asset document. Here you will find your operation document, the GL documents, GL view, plus your asset document also. So let's take in one entry. Whatever the transaction you will post, whether it is directly you are posting in FI or it is with reference to the logistic, same impact you are going to get everywhere. So this is my, and what is the accounting entry? Asset accounting entry will be normally in ECC you will find your APC account is debited and vendor account is going to credit. So here we will see what the entry. Some account is debited, both are your asset entries. So some entry is debited, some entry is credited. Let's find out what are those accounting these accounts. So document account debited here 2002. 2002 is your APC account. So this is the final accounting entry. So APC account is debited. Earlier also in ECC it was debited, nothing new. Credit normally you will find in ECC, that is the vendor APC account debited with AP account or the credit account. But here the credit account is asset entry. 2007 is your technical clearing account. This is a new concept we are going to add here. Now if I will go to the asset view, I will get the detailed one. So when you are going to process F-90 or we are going to raise the asset with vendor, you are going to have one operation document. This is your operation document. AP credited with reference to this document, document type KR. Debit is not the asset. Debit is 2007, which is my technical clearing account. 2007 is technical clearing account. So technical clearing account is going to debit. Immediately you are going to get one asset view. So as per this accounting principle, I have assigned here the ledger with reference to this operation document. The asset document is generated. So 2007, the technical clearing account which was debited, now it's credited and my APC account is debited. So technical clearing account credit, debit, debit, credit, nullified. So AP account is going to credit vendor and your APC account is going to debit. What is the benefit with this? Benefit is we no need to do the ABST2 or the asset and your GL reconciliation not required. Your GL and asset reconciliation not required. It is by design. So now you take your asset balance and your GL balance, both should be same, because every time with your operation document you are going to get the asset document. Okay, so this is as per one accounting principle. If I will, here I have added multiple depreciation areas and multiple ledgers. So if you'll change here the accounting principle, this is gap. As per this also you can see a different ledger is updated. This is my non-leading ledger, and with reference to the same operation document, my non-leading ledger, because here all your depreciation areas are real time. So asset is very vast. If I will start talking, maybe it will take a lot of time. So here in asset acquisition you will find the changes, in retirement you will find the changes, in depreciation calculation you will find the changes, because in depreciation we are going to have the change in the program, as well as we have the new depreciation calculation engine we are going to use. So overall we can say that if I will list the important topics, asset very important. Then the process point of view, GL, as everything is extended, everything is part of the GL. So definitely we can say that is also important here. And process point of view, I have already shown you the process, whether it is P2P, because you take any document. For example, let me take one customer invoice, suppose. User point of view, there is no changes are there, but if you go to the backend, you will find lot of changes. So I'm just taking here a BL5N, the customer one. So selected the entry, and here which company code TY03. Let's take this one. So this is your invoice, customer invoice, and we did this collection. What is the original document? Let's see the relationship browser. So here you can see the complete process is there, because in backend all my configurations is there. So that means I created the sales order. With this sales order, we did the outbound delivery. This is your outbound delivery. With this outbound delivery, we did the automatically the accounting document is there. So we will see what are the changes here. So everywhere you will find the changes. Then we did the sales invoice. This is your billing document, and with reference to this accounting document is generated. So if you'll see this one, it is not the source document. The source document is this one. So the complete process we have started from sales order and we end with the collection, right? Process, there is no change. Again, I am saying process, there is no change. Same sales order, outbound delivery, invoice, and collection. Purchase order, GRIR, goods received, then you are going to have the invoice and payment. Process, there is no change, but in every step you will find the changes are there. Okay, so as everything is part of universal journal, so you will find something is simplified or no further documents are there. So this is how the simple S4 HANA Finance is designed, and this is how we will also allocate our time, which are the topics are important, and we will allocate our time. So the entire process will be there in one line, if I will say. Okay, I hope you got some idea. Once all we are familiar with everything, first we will see the changes, then we will see all the technical stuff here, the things whatever is there, then we will understand the new concept configuration point of view. So we will practically will do all the configuration and we will test it in that company code. Once everything is done, that means we have completed this portion. Delta configuration part done. So next we are going to do the migration. When we are going to do the migration, then some new thing will come like SLT. So again, it is not our functional part, but we will understand that also, that LTRCT code. So that also we will see. So SLT also we will see, and also we will introduce here the CFIN. CFIN, the different program, but here as much as possible we will see this one, the Central Finance also. So that time we will see without Central Finance how we can do the migration, and with Central Finance also we can see this one. Okay, so this is related to this portion, data migration. So in data migration we have some activities are there. Once it is done, then you are going to do the post migration activities after migration. So post migration activities we are going to do. So this is your preparation plus installation plus delta configuration, anything you can say. Then after that, data migration. So each activity we will try to understand. Practically I can't show you take the data from old system to new system. In training it is not possible, because to do this we need the multiple servers, we need the multiple that means it's a team. I need the ABAPer, I need the basis, I need the logistic consultant, I need the functional consultant. Then only we can do. So practically we will not, no one is expecting that also, we can't do that, but we will see what are the process completely, whether it is technical or functional, we will see, and what will be our role, whether it is data migration or whether it is post migration. Because in data migration, when if like for example, if you will see, let's say your backup table is not matching with your basic table, or some data is there in the backup table, it is not there. So in that case it is going to create a lot of problem for us when this type of errors are will be there. So or if let's say you executed the batch and you are finding that some pending activities are there, so that time we as a functional consultant we have a lot of activities are there. So those things we will see at the time of data migration, and after the data migration what will be your post migration activities will be there. Certain topics are there, maybe you are familiar, but post migration these are the things are required, that we are saying that additional features or additional functions you need to add here. For example, earlier you used to work on the credit control area. Now if you check the simplification list, there is nothing called credit control area. You are going to completely depend on the your FSCM credit management. Yeah, so you have to do the FSCM credit management. So that is why right now, if you are currently working in your organization, like if it is there, then it is good, we are going to do the migration. Let's say we don't have at all this FSCM credit management. So after the migration, as a post migration activities, we have to include this credit management. If we will do the credit management, better we will add also collection and dispute too. Okay, so these are also I have included in my calendar, so we can do this. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you know, if you're interested to know more details about all the configurations, and you are interested to learn all the new features and all, so feel free to mail me. You can see the mail ID is there, info@skillscare.com, or you can also fill the form so that you will get the detailed information about the course content, the calendar and all. Thank you.